Have you ever felt like you're trying to make sense of the AI world with a map that's like completely out of date? It's just moving so ridiculously fast. Well, today we're going to fix that. We are charting the entire landscape of artificial intelligence, from its kind of hidden past to its very immediate future, to give you a super clear roadmap for what's really coming next. All right, let's jump in. So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll talk about the long era of invisible AI. Then, we'll get into the technical breakthrough that changed absolutely everything. We'll pinpoint the exact moment AI went mainstream, explore how you can navigate this new world, and then we'll look ahead to what's coming, the Agentic Era. Okay, first up, the invisible AI era. See, the thing you've got to get is that AI isn't new at all. For decades, it's been this powerful, unseen engine, just running in the background of our digital lives. Now, what's really interesting is that AI has pretty much always come in two main flavors. For the longest time, we were dealing with predictive AI, the kind that digs through history to guess what's going to happen next. Think financial models or supply chains. But the revolution we're in right now, that's all about generative AI, which doesn't just predict, it creates. It writes emails, designs images, even reasons through problems. So yeah, before 2022, AI was hard at work behind the scenes, recommending your next movie on Netflix or flagging a weird charge on your credit card. But these systems were built on really rigid if this, then that logic. They were powerful, for sure, but they had zero real understanding of context. They just followed the rules they were given, they couldn't think outside the box. So, what changed? What was the Big Bang? Well, that brings us to the technical leap that unlocked the AI we all know today, the transformer breakthrough. This is where things get really, really cool. Back in 2017, a research paper from Google with the epic title "Attention is All You Need" introduced the world to the transformer. Now, older models, they read text one word at a time, sequentially. The transformer could look at a whole sentence or even a whole paragraph all at once. This attention thing let it see how all the words relate to each other, giving it a deep understanding of context and nuance that was just impossible before. And this right here, this is the pathway. This is how you get from a super technical paper to a global phenomenon. It starts with that transformer architecture. You scale it way up, train it on a massive chunk of the internet, and you get a foundation model. You focus that training on language, and boom, it's a large language model, or LLM. Then you polish it up with human feedback, wrap it in a simple chatbox, and you've got ChatGPT. Which brings us to our third part. The moment AI walked out of the research lab and landed in everyone's hands. November 2022. That's the date. It created this super clear before and after in our relationship with technology. I mean, just look at this number. Over 100 million users in just a couple of months. This wasn't a product launch. It was the fastest adoption of any technology in human history. It was the complete democratization of AI. Overnight, literally everyone had access to one of the most powerful tools ever built. And this timeline just puts it all into perspective. You see these big models starting to show surprising new abilities between 2018 and 2020. Then, the public release in late 2022. And what happens right after? We see the rise of small language models. These are more efficient, specialized versions. And it's all heading towards 2026 and what people are calling the hybrid router era, where different AIs will be chosen for different tasks, all working together seamlessly. Okay, so we know how we got here. Now for the most important part. How do you actually navigate this new landscape? This is all about making smart choices and spotting the incredible career opportunities that are popping up right now. One of the biggest choices right now is between large and small language models. Think of it like this. An LLM is like a giant university library. It's amazing for broad research and really complex thinking. An SLM is more like a specialized mechanic's manual, perfect for one specific focused job. It's faster, it's way cheaper, and you can run it privately. So the key isn't asking which one is smarter, it's about asking which one is the right tool for the job. And if you remember one thing from this whole explainer, please let it be this. There's a great story about an IBM architect who was stuck on this monster problem for months. When he finally gave an AI the entire system context, every detail, every constraint, every goal, it helped him find the solution almost instantly. Your AI is basically a mirror of your own thinking. Its real power is unlocked by how well you frame the problem for it. This thinking opens up amazing career paths. For entrepreneurs, the barrier to entry has just collapsed. You don't have to be a coding wizard anymore to build powerful tools that automate boring tasks for businesses, or to create specialized co-pilots for industries like law or real estate. The bottleneck isn't your technical skill anymore. It's how clearly you can identify a problem that people will pay to have solved. And inside big companies, a whole new set of strategic upstream roles are appearing. These are the jobs that happen before the AI gets used by everybody else. We're talking about people who fine-tune those smaller models for specific departments, people who design the system that sends a task to the right AI, and of course, people who handle the supercritical work of safety and compliance. These are the new power players who are shaping how big business uses AI. So with all this crazy change, how do you stay grounded? You focus on what doesn't change. Jeff Bezos built Amazon on this idea. People will always want better prices, faster delivery, and more convenience. Those basic human needs, they barely change. Technology is just the tool we use to serve those needs better and better. And that brings us right to the edge, looking at what's next. Welcome to the Agentic Era. The future isn't about just talking to chatbots, it's about building systems. Right now, we're moving past just having a conversation with an AI. The next evolution is agentic systems. So instead of asking an AI for trip ideas, you'll just say, plan a weekend trip to San Francisco for me. An agent won't just give you a list. It'll check your calendar, book flights in your budget, reserve a hotel you'd like, and put the whole itinerary on your schedule by actually using other software for you. And this means the most valuable skill is shifting too. Competitive advantage is moving away from being a great prompt engineer and toward being a great system designer. The winners in the next few years won't just be good at talking to an AI, they'll be the best at designing systems with AI. So here we are. The entire landscape is laid out for you. The past, the tech, the strategy, and the future. The tools are here, and they're more powerful than anything we've ever seen. So the only real question left is, what enduring human problem are you going to solve with them?